He's one of the most legendary names in Hollywood. Quentin Tarantino is the writer and director behind classics such as Pulp Fiction, Kill Bill and Reservoir Dogs, to name a few. And this week he's back with a highly anticipated new film, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which stars some of the most famous actors of all time. The movie is being praised by critics and audiences alike as Tarantino's best work yet. So, is it? Here's our weekend Sunrise movie man, Jason Jabba Davis, to tell us.
I'm Rick Dalton. It's my pleasure, Mr. Schwartz.
Call me Marvin. Put it there. That your son?
No, it's my stunt double, Cliff Booth.
It's being hailed as Quentin Tarantino's love letter to Hollywood. Set in the golden era of Los Angeles in 1969, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood blends fantasy with reality.
I'm Sharon Tate. I'm in the movie.
You're in this?
That's me. I play Miss Carlson, the klutz.
Based on a fictional actor and his longtime stuntman, the story is a tribute to the end of an era. Reliving the moment when the 60s were brutally finished with the Manson family killings of pregnant actress Sharon Tate and her friends. It's one of Tarantino's best and is being celebrated as one of the few original films released this year.
I think there's actually something kind of groovy about the fact that this isn't based on another movie. It's not based on a franchise. It's not based on a character. It's not a reboot, which I don't even understand what that title means. I just think they're remakes. I'm always proud of the fact that I write my scripts from scratch.
The writer and director has an impressive catalogue of films, all steeped in movie history, starting in 1992 with heist thriller Reservoir Dogs, followed by the iconic Pulp Fiction.
They had a high-five phone, old boy, did they let it blast?
Then came Jackie Brown, Kill Bill Volumes 1 and 2, and Death Proof in 2007, followed by World War II drama Inglourious Bastards.
You know something, you bitch? I think this just might be my masterpiece.
Then came the Western movies Django Unchained and The Hateful Eight in 2016.
Got room for one more?
Is this the Tarantino masterpiece?
I personally think, and I'm biased, I personally think it's my best script. And I think that in the next, 20 years, I think it'll be one of the top 4 that people argue about which one is the best.
Everyone has their own favourite Tarantino flick, but if you want to compare, according to worldwide box office takings, Django Unchained is his #1, raking in 629 million Aussie dollars. Inglourious Bastards comes second with 475 million, followed by Pulp Fiction, Kill Bill Volume 1 and The Hateful Eight. But that could all be about to change. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood has already recorded the best opening weekend for Tarantino in the US.
He's one of the most unique visionary filmmakers of our time, and his ability to combine, fairy tales with reality is nobody else does it like him.
The director's films are so highly regarded, he can get the biggest names in Hollywood to sign on without a second thought.
I can't think of a time where I've ever seen this kind of ensemble come together for a movie, and it takes a filmmaker like Quentin for that to happen.
When Tarantino calls, everyone says yes, no question.
So what's next for the man of the moment? Tarantino has always said he'll make 10 films, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is his 9th.
I think this is the climax. This seems like the climax of all those movies together. I'll do another movie, but that might be more epilogue-y, right? This seems like the big show-stopping climax.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is in cinemas now.
In this town, that can all change like that.
There's such big names. How bored did DiCaprio look like? Shut up, Quentin. Hurry up, mate. Just pay me the money. I've done the publicity. Just get on with it.
So cool. So do we know anything more about this mystery 10th and final film from Tarantino?
A lot of rumours flying around, guys. Maybe it's just going to be a pair of socks.
That's
hang
written
on.
and directed
There they
by
are.
Quentin
Whoa.
Tarantino there. Yep, thank you very much. No, oh, there we go. There's a quick close-up. Yep, socks. They're the Kill Bill socks. It might be a Kill Bill film. Kill Bill Volume 3 is one of the leading contenders. A Star Trek film is in discussions. Apparently he's written a script for that.
Really?
And what he told me over the years in different interviews is he wants to shoot a horror movie here in Australia. So that could be a contender. Lee Winnell, who's an Aussie director from Saw, he's out the front of our studios right now shooting a film called The Invisible Man with
I know
Elizabeth
we couldn't
Moss.
get in this morning.
How many pairs of
Very
socks do you
difficult.
get for spreading that information for him?
I'll make the call. We'll put the number up there. But tomorrow I'll give you a review of the film and the Adam Goodes Stan Grant documentary, The Australian Dream.
Interesting, yeah.
I'm interested what you think
Yeah,
about that.
absolutely.
Look forward to hearing about that.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks.